Hi everyone, here's Tony. Today is September 13th, 2020. With recent market volatility, people want to get something safe but still with good returns. So I'm going to have a few sessions introducing some very good defensive stocks with high returns. This first one I'm about to get on is a stock that pays good dividend, very stable, but yet has good upper potential. Before we get into it, please smash that ravishing like button. The company we're talking about today is Pfizer, ticker symbol PFE. Pfizer is one of the world's leading pharmaceutical company. Recently, its major focus is on developing vaccine for COVID. This is not a very fast-growing company. In the last 5 years, Pfizer stock increased about 21%. However, the last 5 years of ROA increased about 104%, which means the management becomes more efficient. This stock is giving over 4% dividend at a payout ratio about 50%. Like before, let me get into risk first and then explain why I still choose this company. 1. Large drug company like Pfizer usually has a ceiling on its stock price because they can't just develop drugs that make big bucks. A lot of times the government is the biggest buyer and buy drugs at a fairly low price. Thus, you can't expect its stock price to fly to the sky like a small drug company. By the way, it feels really good to hold a company like that back in my old days. Second, currently the company's major task is to develop vaccine for COVID. There are lots of competitors out there like Moderna, AstraZeneca, Novavax, etc. Whoever had the vaccine developed first is probably going to dominate the market. Very cruel for biotech companies, but this is a winner-takes-all battlefield. Third, if not beaten by the competitors, Pfizer could lose to God if they couldn't develop the vaccine in a couple of years. There's a chance that COVID disappears by itself, just like the 1918 flu pandemic. After analyzing the risks, let's take a look at our opportunities. Tired of trapped at home? Well, vaccine seems the only hope that can get us back to our normal life. I'm not an expert in drug or vaccine developing. However, we can roughly estimate the potential profits the company is going to have if the vaccine is successful. Let's take a look at the price of the vaccine once it's out. One of the major bio companies, Moderna, tries to sell its vaccine at $32 to $37 per dose, which means everybody needs to pay about $65 to $75 since there are 2 doses. Pfizer is going to charge about $20 per dose, so $40 for both doses. The cheapest selling price could come from AstraZeneca. They plan to charge $4 per dose. Unlike other vaccine companies, Pfizer didn't take the aid from the government. This gave them better position in the negotiation later. The US government allowed at least a 60% profit for their vaccine. Actually, US government already had a deal with Pfizer and its partner BioNTech, purchasing 100 million doses of vaccine with $1.95 billion. The amount could increase to 600 million doses in total. Pfizer indicated that by the end of 2021, the vaccine produced should be over 1.3 billion doses. If this vaccine is like the flu one, which 60 to 80% of people ends up taking globally, then the profit could be tons of billions of dollars. Considering the mutation we've seen in the virus, this might not be a one-shot thing. Thus, a really worthy company could be ahead of us. Right now, Pfizer teams are working on the third stage trial. The experiment started in the US, but will get expanded to about 120 locations overseas. Pfizer estimated that they could provide a sample to the regulation department before this October. None of the competitors have such strong confidence to express in public. Most vaccine companies only have one candidate, while Pfizer has 4 using different mRNA technique. And in case they're slow at the vaccine, with good dividend and relatively stable stock price, this is still a good defensive stock. You won't lose in the mid or long term. This is the only pharmaceutical company I have right now, and I'm still adding on it every time there is a big dip. I don't know when this stock is going to explode. I hope not for long. In the end, I'm giving my sincere hope to all the teams that have been working on this vaccine and hope they don't keep us waiting long. If you find this video helpful, please subscribe to it so more people have a chance to join us. Thank you. See you next time.